Hello friends, welcome to a new video. The Jeffrey Epstein story has a sickening quality. The deeper he digs himself into the swamp, the deeper he digs himself. The White House proved that principle again on Wednesday, on a shocking day in Washington of revelations about the Epstein emails that have repeatedly implicated Donald Trump and cast a wide shadow over his presidency. The question at the heart of a political drama that has emerged from the profound tragedy of the many young women trafficked and abused by Epstein is now becoming increasingly impossible for the president to suppress. Why is he so adamant that Americans should not see files on a one-time friend he later denounced, even though there is no evidence of any criminal wrongdoing of his own? A dizzying day of political intrigue on Wednesday dashed Republican hopes that they could end the longest government shutdown on record and claim a landslide victory. It unfolded when House Oversight Committee Democrats released 3 emails obtained from Epstein's estate that mentioned Trump. That was quickly followed by a series of other emails, some of them referring to the president, from the GOP-led panel. It was not immediately clear whether the trove of material created any new legal problems for Trump. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt said it proved absolutely nothing, other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. But the explosive material, which included Epstein and his now-jailed accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell discussing Trump, was a kind of gossip jet fuel that can ensure that all efforts to contain the scandals are thwarted and have significantly damaged Trump's political standing on the issue. It was also the latest twist in the story with an uncanny ability to tarnish reputations, which, unlike its protagonist, will not die. Political earthquakes are now occurring on both sides of the Atlantic. Washington is on scandal alert. In Britain, the aftershocks have led to the defense of just one prince, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, and the dismissal of one lord as ambassador to Washington, Peter Mendelsohn, both over their past friendship with Epstein. Most seriously for the president, Wednesday's revelations raised questions about whether he was being completely transparent about what he knew about Epstein, a former fellow New York and Florida resident who killed himself in prison in 2019. At the very least, the email suggests that Trump knew more than he was willing to admit about the wealthiest people in New York City who walked with the most convicted class in society, London. In an email dated April 2, 2011, which CNN has independently reviewed, Epstein emailed Maxwell, "I want you to know that the dog that didn't bark is Trump. Redacted. Spent hours at my house with him. Never mentioned him once. The police chief, etc., are 75% there." Maxwell replied, "I've been thinking about it. GOP members of the House Oversight Committee identified the person as Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's most prominent survivors, who died by suicide in April. They accused Democrats of withholding her name because she did not accuse Trump of any wrongdoing." Maxwell told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche in an interview this year that she had never seen the president in any inappropriate environment and that she could never recall seeing Trump at Epstein's home. She said she had seen the two men together in social settings. Maxwell said the president had never been inappropriate with anyone. "He was a gentleman in every way during the time I was with him." Other material was embarrassing for Trump. Epstein called him borderline crazy in a 2018 email exchange with former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers. In another email to a New York Times reporter on January 28, 2017, a week after Trump signed an executive order banning foreign nationals from Muslim-majority countries from entering the country for 90 days, Epstein said, "Donald is a mad king." A year later, Epstein wrote, "I know how dirty Donald is," in August, possibly referring to an email he sent in 2017 to Catherine Rommel, a former White House advisor under President Barack Obama. Epstein also exchanged emails with his personal lawyer and Rommel in March 2018 about Trump's mental state. Thanks for watching our videos.